producing.
Okay.
So Benny Benassi and the Disco Fries
Yeah.
were involved with the production along with myself for the single Watch You that you're playing right now, available on iTunes. Get familiar, Denver.
Get familiar. Okay, now that's kind of your catchphrase. Where did that come from?
That came from when I started radio about 10, 11 years ago. I wanted to get on. I don't like doing what other people have done already. So when I was getting on the radio, everybody kind of sounded the same. They were doing the same thing. So I just sat in my room and tried to think of something original that would represent me and that I could say about new music or new artists, but also when artists do drops, they can say, this is so-and-so, get familiar with my boy Clinton Sparks. So, you know, I wrote a whole bunch of things down, and fortunately I'm tormented by ideas from my mind. I can't escape it.
Yeah.
And so I wake up in the middle of the night, like, I need to write this idea down. There's literally times I have to get up, and this idea is way too good, but I'm way too tired, but I can't waste it.
Yeah.
So there's way too many times I didn't get up, and in the morning I forgot the idea, and I was so mad.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so I just kind of just started jotting down ideas and get familiar with something that I kept going back to, and I was like, that makes sense, it fits, it works, and it's awesome. And when I started radio, my program director used to call during my show and say, stop saying get familiar, it sucks, it's annoying, stop saying it. And I'm like, bro, you don't understand the power of branding, right?
Yeah.
And here I am, Grammy nominated, Songwriter Awards, platinum selling, you know, DJ producer, and that guy works at FedEx now. So who was right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's awesome. Do we want to say his name?
I don't even remember.
That's good.
I don't even care.
Good.
FedEx man.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly. All right, so now I just talked with Tidy, and we talked about it a little bit earlier. I talked with Tidy last week, and he said, we were talking about just the evolving EDM scene. He thinks that America right now is leading it. I asked him, I was just like, hey, you know, is America finally catching up?
Yeah.
And he says that he thinks America is leading it. Do you agree?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know about leading it, because there's so many, you know, there's people in Germany and Sweden and all over the world, Australia,
That have been doing it for years.
that have been doing it and do it, and I just think
us.
a lot more people, there's probably just more people here that are, you know, spewing out, you know, more music every day. Than, I mean, look at me, for example. There was a point this year, at the top of the year, for 3 months, I put out a new song every single week for 3 months.
Wow.
You know what I mean? The average person that produces puts out something, maybe something once a month, maybe. You know what I mean? If they even do that. So, you know, it's just because, you know, it's more content, you want to just keep getting people familiar. But that was in my quest of kind of just penetrating a scene that was not as familiar with me. So I know I had to just keep hitting them, keep hitting them, keep hitting them, keep hitting them, and every time I dropped something new, more blogs would know. Every time I dropped something new, more people would say, oh, he does that, or I didn't know him, or discover who Clinton Sparks is. So that's the reason why. And plus, I'm a workaholic. I don't know how to not work.
Well, I was just going to ask you that. You seem like you're constantly working, like your mind's constantly going. You were saying...
Man, I'm leaving this radio station, right? Besides, the only 2 recreational things I'm doing today is I'm getting a haircut, if you call that recreational. And then I'm going to go to the Mongolian restaurant, because I love that place. My favorite place in Denver.
Downtown, right?
Shout out to my boy Francois who's taking me there. But then I'm doing a photo shoot at my hotel for my Awesome Mixtape 4, if anybody's familiar with my Awesome Mixtape series. The covers are pretty wild, and you can download those mixtapes for free at clintonsparks.com. But I'm doing volume 4, and I'm going to do a slumber party, sleepover party. I got a bunch of girls coming in lingerie having a pillow fight. So my day will not suck today.
No, it doesn't suck at all.
And then when there's time for them to leave, then it's back to making beats until it's time to hit the show tonight at City Hall Event Center.
Yeah. Does it ever feel like work?
No, and that's the thing. People are like, man, you need a break. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
This life is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a break. The only thing that stinks about my job sometimes is flying too much. You know, just in October alone, I was in London, Spain, Indonesia, Singapore, Australia, Dubai, and Amsterdam, just in October. And that's only my international shows. That's not even counting the domestic shows. So, you know, and then meanwhile, when I'm on planes, I'm making beats, I'm doing mixes and stuff like that. And yeah, so I don't know. I don't really sleep that much. And I don't say that in like the cool way that people say, like, man, forget sleep, bro. I'll sleep when I die. No, like, I just mean it like I'm so excited and so motivated to work. My body, it's hard for me to go to sleep. And I know it's unhealthy, and hopefully it doesn't cause me any heart problems or anything, but I'm just always enthused about making more stuff and meeting new people and doing more shows and creating more ideas that I feel like I'm going to miss out when I'm sleeping. So,
Well, what's that? All those countries you mentioned just in October. I mean, so that if that's 1 month, I mean, so is every month like that, or was
No,
that just
every
a
month's
super
not
busy
that
month?
crazy. That was a little bit more than typical, but yeah, you know, I'm always doing international shows, so that's the goal of getting people familiar with me as me, period, and me as a vocal artist now. And my album Disco Ball and Chain was coming out next year, and my single Watch You, which is out now.
Yeah.
Are we gonna play Watch You while I'm here?
Of course we're gonna play it.
Can we play Watch You right now in case someone's listening and saying, "What the hell is he talking
Yeah,
about?"
no, we're gonna
We
put
can play the song right
Watch
now.
You is coming on right now.
And I'm gonna sing it tonight.
Yes.
And I already got remixes in the can from DJ Chucky, Bombs Away, a whole bunch of other remixes on the way. But this is my single. It's called Watch You, produced by Disco Fries, myself, and Benny Benassi. Remember, we heard it first right here, Hot 107.1. Get familiar. Ow!